to the podcast. Hopefully, you are louder now, because
Yeah,
well, I don't know if you knew or
I listened to like part of it.
okay, yeah, it was kind of quiet
Oh,
last
my
podcast.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, yeah. Let's start by quick introductions because we got a little critique from one of our listeners. To
Appreciate it.
do that is I'm Corey. I'm an artist over in Columbo, Ohio, and yeah, we're here.
I'm RJ. No, I'm playing.
Wow,
Uh,
perfect, wonderful.
I'm on the Pacific Northwest. Giving in some of that good old gender reveal smoke. Um, I'm a writer by day, um, dreamer at night, as we all are.
True.
Yeah. So I was actually telling Corey about my night and subsequent morning
Yes,
vis-a-vis my friend.
I would love to hear.
So I had a lot of plans this weekend. I had a lot of people who wanted to hang out this weekend. That and really I didn't want to because I bought some new potting mints and I wanted to go nuts with my plants.
Wait,
Uh,
you said potting nuts
Potting mix, and I
mix?
wanted to go nuts
Yeah.
with my plants.
Okay.
um, that didn't happen. So, well, still the week. Actually, the weekend started. So, actually, Friday, a friend of mine hit me up because it's her birth. It was her birthday yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so she was like, "Yeah, I got this hotel room. Uh, kicked this one dude out because he was being lame as fuck, and I miss you so much. I figured since I got another night for the room, you can come and we can just hang out. Drink, uh,
Be married.
order shit, be naked and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
like being naked.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I enjoy. Um,
I like how that's the thing. I like being naked. I wonder if that's going to be the name of this podcast.
I, if it was, then I definitely be here more often than that.
Well, I mean,
Because
wait,
boy, how do I love it?
wait. You mean here as in the podcast, or here as
Yeah,
in? Well, I mean, first of all, you can
not
be.
Ohio.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that. See,
Good,
look at you,
because
look
you
at you,
usually do.
look at you.
And I'm like, why?
Don't even like Ohio.
Who does, Corey?
It's starting to grow upon me.
Well, I guess if you stuck in jail,
Oh,
so
okay, all right, come on.
so anyways, the plan was she already kind of like fucked up. She like, come over now. I want to see you now. And I'm like, I'm at work. Why didn't you tell me before work? I would have called off too. It ain't a thing to call off. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's a little harder when you there, and then you be like,
Then you're like,
I
nah.
gotta go.
You were also
Which I
telling me.
done.
Yeah, I'm about to say you were also telling you might have been able to take an early venture.
Yeah. So usually, well, the people I work with, we pretty cool. We got our thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But uh, yeah, they was like, yeah, if you want to take your lunch last and just leave, that's cool. We got enough coverage on the shit. So I was like, yeah, let's do that. But I told her I was like 10 o'clock. Then I can come over there. And she, obviously she was like, come now. But I was like, that's what we get. She like, okay, order your food and everything. And I was like, yeah, I want this. So she was like, yeah, I'll see you at 10. I was like, cool. So 10 rolls around. Actually, 9:30 rolls around. And I was like, well, let me call her just to make sure you let her know that I'm on the way. I called, she didn't answer. I called another time, she didn't answer. I was like, she blacked the fuck out because she was drinking all day. So I was like, this makes sense. So I was like, whatever. She told me what room number and to let them know where I was going. So I'm assuming you called down to the front desk, was like, if somebody named aura Zen
Ira.
comes in here, let
Okay.
his ass up there, full VIP.
Yeah.
It ain't happen like that. I walked all the way over there. With 30 minutes ain't nothing, but like it's where I am. There's hella hills. You thought I was gonna tell you.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah, no. Say that.
Yeah, I'm just listening.
So, fuck it. I'm in Seattle. So,
Wow, cat's out of the bag. That was a long secret.
yeah. So, because at this point, if you want to come be the fuck my guest, uh, bring your N9 mask because it's a lot of sitting there. I mean, that's the shit, smoking shit. Um, so I walk all the way the fuck over there, hot, kind of sweaty because the hills kind of when you heading up Cap Hill, it's Cap Hill. You feel me? It ain't Cap Flatlands. You feel
Flat,
me?
cat planes or whatever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So I'm walking up this motherfucker, and I get there, and I was like, "Yo, bro,"
I'm
tell
dying.
her her name, tell him her name, the room number. Basically, I came in that motherfucker like I want you to put paper towels on the floor so I won't have to walk on y'all dirty floor. Like I'm in here. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And he like I said I don't see you here. But
Wait, was he really like?
no, but he had that look that it looked like his lineage dates back to
To
um
the movie
some
you
kind of
made me go
French.
watch.
That was Spain.
Yeah, they're
That is
not French.
Spanish.
Yeah,
That is French.
I
Uh,
know.
but and he was like, yeah, maybe you can call her. She ain't really no notes or nothing. And then if he's calling, just let her call us down here. We just let you up like that. And I was like, okay, cool. But I knew they called her too. You feel me? Twice. And then I called it like 4 times after that. 2 in there and 2 when I was out walking away because I was like, okay, didn't answer.
Yeah.
Cool. I wasn't mad because I was already on the fence about whether I wanted to
See,
go or not.
but you were already there. That's my thing. You were already there. I would have been kind of pissed because, like,
See,
I took the
yeah,
time to get up, get my butt somewhere, and then like walk all the way there. Like,
after work.
yeah, after work. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, walking is probably not a big deal, but I still did it. I still put the effort
Yeah.
in to do it and to get there and be like, oh, that's it.
And I think another thing that made me okay with it is the fact that I was going there in my head like I'm not gonna get in here. Like
So you
in
knew.
my head, I was like, I'm like, she's not answering. It like all the pieces, the puzzle was already
They
completed.
were all
You
lining
feel
up.
me?
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to wonder how they even cut the pieces to make it look. You know what I mean? Some
Like a
unnecessary shit. You
yeah,
feel me?
some
I'm like,
unnecessary shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that's that's what's that?
So,
Anxiety in a nutshell.
well,
Is
I figure,
is that what that?
I figure, I was I think it was less anxiety and more like me telling myself like, we should just go home. She didn't answer.
Mm-hmm.
We should just go home. But then I was halfway there, and so now
Pulling the SpongeBob.
my hyper fixation is like I need to walk here, do that, then walk back if I go home. You feel me? I
Yeah,
can't just like turn around right now because I already began the journey.
yeah.
So once the hyper fixation starts, the
It
hyper
does.
fixation gets what it wants.
It doesn't
So
hyper
I
fit.
was like, yeah. So I walked around a little bit because I got high on my way back to work. So I drifted to different streets and shit because I haven't walked downtown in a while, like since COVID shit, like quarantine and shit start. Actually, quarantine shit started. Then I was fucking with the police, and they was fucking with me. And then I haven't been downtown really like that. You feel me? So
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, let me walk downtown. If I see a police car come by, flip them the fuck off, fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But keep going. You
The
feel
whole
me? I'm
nine
high as
yards.
fuck.
Yeah. So
Um,
wait.
and so
This is that night you were high.
this is last
You
night.
yeah you high. You flipped the police off because fuck them,
Yeah.
and you continued upon
So
your
I get home.
destination. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh.
I went to get my car,
Okay. So
and
you
then I
went back
went home.
home.
I went home,
Okay.
and so I'm at home. I actually no, I went to Jack in the motherfucking Box, and
The
I
same
ordered
one where you
a
told
10
that
piece.
lady. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. What?
I was gonna say the same one where you told that lady your name was Corey.
No, that was Chet. That was Carl's Jr.
Oh, was it Carl Jr.?
That
Okay.
was in yeah,
My B. I forget.
yeah. So I went here and I was like, "Yo, can I get me 10 chicky nugget with barbecue sauce? You feel me? What kind of fries? Straight fries, not no curly fries, sir. Not tonight. You feel me? Can I
Wait.
get a lemon?"
Did they really ask you? That's my
She
question.
asked me.
Oh,
Nah, I didn't say it like that, but she was like, "Did you want curly fries?" I was like, "Nah."
nah. I feel it.
So look though, so and I was like, and then she was like, "No drink," because I'm high now. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to
No.
get my. I'm hungry.
Did you not
You
get the
feel
drink?
me?
Did you
I
get the?
got my drink.
Okay.
No,
Yes.
I was like
Because
lemonade, no
you
ice.
know
So she
that's.
gave me a lemonade with ice,
Oh. Oh.
obviously.
Oh. Come
And
on.
then she gave me my shit. And she was like, she like, "Oh man, like I could tell without your mask on, you look good." And I was like, "I appreciate you," you know.
You reminded me
And
actually that when I leave here today, I'm going to McDonald's and getting their
well, you need to,
Tyler something burger.
well, you need to listen to the rest of my story so you make sure you get your Tyler burger.
Okay.
Because when I got home, I opened my thing. I seen the fries. I'm like, fries. And then I opened the little box thing where they put the nuggets in. I'm like, this bitch kind of heavy, you know. Like then she did she load me up on nuggets? I open it. It ain't nuggets. It's curly fries. It's
What?
onion rings and it's cheese sticks. They got a little thing now. I'm like, so no meat.
They didn't give you nothing but you were. That's no. First of all, okay, no, keep going. Nope, keep going.
So I'm like, Corey,
Mm-hmm.
no lie, bro. I was just so tired.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew for a fact if I got up, got in my car, went there again, I would have been like, "Yo, you gave me two of these and
Mm-hmm.
not my nuggets."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they knew that they did that,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no way for them to correct it at that point. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Well,
I knew if I went and got that, I could have got it. But bro, I'm so tired at this point.
you like
I haven't
sat
been
there and
walking.
just.
I've been working, and so I'm looking. I'm like, can I go just eat like potatoes tonight and cheese, which is fine, you know. But then I was like, I wanted, I need meat. You feel me? I hadn't
Mhm.
actually the last time I like of that day, I ate at like 11 a.m.
Mhm.
And then I didn't eat the rest of the day because I was about to go hang out with her and get because she ordered me salmon and shit. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat there anyway. So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go eat.
you were under the
You feel
impression
me?
you were getting
Didn't
food
eat
anyway.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then my nuggets didn't come. So I was about to like just bake some chicken to eat with these fucking fries. But then the it was the thing was so frozen I was gonna have to wait at least 30 minutes to like peel them from each other. You feel me?
Yeah, because
I just
you didn't plan on this, so yeah.
I did this is not part of the plan. So I made some like chicken salad and called it a motherfucking night. And then I went in my room. I laid the fuck down and I was asleep. And then guess who calls me at 2 in the morning? Because she woke the fuck up. I was like, "Are you serious?" It woke me up and I was having a good sleep. When you high, you have a good. It's kind of like when you drink until when you wake up, you ain't fucking battling the biggest migraine. So I'm like, I open my eyes and I see it and I'm like, bitch. And so I didn't answer.
Yeah, you went back to sleep.
I'm going to sleep. She called me 4 times, left me 3 voicemails. And I'm like, can I please sleep? You feel me? And so funny, I sleep kinda, because she calls me at 6 in the morning. Now she's fully awake. And she's like, come over. What? I'm not going nowhere.
I'm so tired of you that way you say what.
I'm just I be so flabbergasted. I just don't understand. Like,
That's the how that's how we ended last podcast, and then here
yeah,
you are.
I I just don't understand, dude. Like, y'all be
Oh
fucking me
my
up with
god.
this shit. Like, and then 8 times, multiple voicemail. I answered too because I'm like, okay, what?
Like a dummy.
What do you want? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you calling me?
I don't
You
like
know?
it. I don't like it
And
at all.
she like, oh yeah, come over here. I want to get naked with you and do room service. And you know, I'm like,
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
this all sounds good on paper.
wait. Do room service?
Like call room service and like
Uh
don't leave
no,
and like
I thought you meant
just
like
get shit
do
and like
room.
feed me and shit
I
and like
thought you
eat
meant
shit off each other bodies and shit.
like
I don't know. You
Jane,
know,
do the things with room service is what I thought was
I
going
mean, if they want to come in,
on. Okay,
you
got
already know me. I'm down.
go on.
So
No, no, I'm sorry. I just had an issue here, and
so
it's irritating me.
yeah, so like I'm like, okay, I will come over. Cause she like, okay, I'm sending you an Uber right now. I'm like, you gonna have
No.
that motherfucker waiting outside until 10, because that's when I'm getting up to do well, we had to do our thing at 10.
Mhm.
So I told her, I was like, I got something to do with a friend at 10. I will hit you up at 11. No, come down, and then you can like we can eat breakfast, do whatever, and then like around 10 you can go and meet your friend or whatever. I was like, I need to be ready. But she
Yeah,
kept me up until like fucking like seven thirty
I
eight,
was say seven
and I finally
45.
got to go back to sleep. And I woke up at 11. I was like, shit. And I looked at my phone. I was like, Corey missed call on both
Yeah, I caught
phone
and yeah,
and Discord.
yeah, I called
And I
you
was like,
twice. Now,
no. But see, on the phone, it was like Corey missed call, and then her 3 missed calls around the same time Corey called.
well, so
So here we are.
on my side of
And now the
things,
fucking sky is yellow.
oh yeah, that's right. And your not your house, but your town is burning. So
Bye
it,
bye.
it just
And the
never
smoke
stops.
and stuff from those towns is burning, and it's burning, and the smoke is like billowing over our shit.
So
That's why the moon was red last night
let me explain to
over
you
here.
my train of thought and what I thought was gonna happen. So I get
Okay.
home. Podcast is done. Like it's done early too. Like it took 30 minutes instead of last time. It was like 3 hours. It took 30 minutes for the podcast to be done. So I like washed my clothes and did all this stuff. I didn't mean to get up. I wasn't supposed to. I was trying to sleep in, honestly. But I don't know. My life just isn't set up like that no more. Can't do that no more. So I got up, um, went to the laundromat, read
That's
some
not fair.
comics, you know,
Yeah,
and I get
the
home.
Spider-Man, Ultraman one.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I read through that. Which
I know I was watching you.
wait, what?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. I'm like, okay. Couldn't say
I
hi.
don't know what to
Couldn't,
say.
yeah, you couldn't say hi. You said
No, I was astral projecting.
so I did that and read all my newest comic books. Um, I get my clothes, come back, and I go for a walk. A nice little jaunt around the neighborhood just to take it in for one last time because I'm about to apply for
One last time.
one last time because I'm about to put
Corey's
in
moving everybody.
two more applications to this the one place that that had the whole 775 deal that I told you about yesterday. That
Yeah,
place. I'm gonna put in an application for there, and then I might put in for one more, and then let's see who gets to me first at this point.
the
Um,
great racing after that.
yeah. So all that's what I did this morning. And I sit down, sign up for Lightbox Expo because that's what's going on right now. Where all the artists be like, "Ooh, we can
Yeah,
collaborate and stuff." So I'm like, sign up for that. Let me get my digital perks and let's listen to some talks real quick by some famous people that I would like to learn from. Um, do all that, and I sit down and I get to painting because I'm like I'm inspired. I'm listening to these people like taught how to do stuff, so I'm like teach me how to paint. So I'm just figure out stuff and doing stuff. I posted that up already. I might post it on my art page. That's it. That's what I did. And then I see, oh shit, it's like 1 o'clock. I should call RJ. So I'm like, let me get on Discord. This man is offline of Discord completely, and I'm like, oh boy, he's not woke, is he? He's gone. I'm gonna just call him. Maybe he'll wake up and just like give me a minute, homie, kind of deal. So I call on Discord, nothing. And I'm like, okay, yeah, he's gone. He went out tonight. I think he's not gonna be here. I wait a little bit to continue painting, finish my painting or whatever, my practices or whatnot, and then I'm like, you know what? Let me give him a phone call. I'm getting a little worried because I don't know. He usually, most times, even if he sleep, he would answer. So maybe
I was out.
Yeah, you were out, and I was like, you know what? Let's not worry. Give him a couple hours. Maybe he'll get back with me. And after a while, when I'm starting to get settled in. I'm starting to listen to podcasts and listening to hour-long live streams of Kim Jong-gi and other famous people talk about stuff and drawn together, having a good time. I get a message on Discord from you, like I woke up late.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, there it is. Time to get to work.
Man.
So here we are. So that was my morning. It was pretty good. I don't feel as rushed as I did last time. But now you're having like a mess of a morning.
You know what? Honestly, it's whatever now. Like, cause I'm not going out in that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I hate? I hate when people play on my sensibilities when they try to like. They make me feel bad because they know that then I'm be like more willing to be like, oh, well, okay, yeah, because she was even doing the please, I don't want to be lonely, and I'm like, she's like, it's my birthday, and I'm like,
there with somebody,
way, and I'm like,
aren't you there with somebody? Didn't somebody come out there?
Remember I told you that.
Oh yeah, but I thought somebody else came out there. I thought wasn't just them. I thought it was like a group of people.
No, it was just her.
Oops. Didn't think that one too through, huh?
On her part, because my thing was, even if I came back and you was too tired to do anything, we could have been asleep and then woke up to now and been doing shit. You feel me?
Yeah. You dropped the ball on that one, home girl. I was gonna say home boy, but that was home girl.
Depends on the day.
Yeah. What do you mean depends on the day?
You got that, folks?
I'm trying to figure out what do you mean by that.
As long as my audience got it, Corey. You don't need it.
Okay. I was looking forward to it, but just leave me out of the loop, the chat. So
get it when you re-listen to it with somebody else. They're like, "This is what he meant." You're like, "Ah."
Yeah, nah, never. Somebody's gonna text me. You'd be like, "This is what he meant." So today I got shirt deliveries to do, so that's why I'm like, I gotta leave.
Oh, the one that you didn't send to me.
Here we go. You'll get yours. I gotta go to the post office for that.
Y'all know how they always say, man, the people close to you never support you.
Oh my god.
Why is it the opposite in this situation?
It's not. You'll get one. Dang. I need to find out shipping and handling. I was
with him shooting in the gym.
You are incorrigible right now. You mean a lot. I like that.
I talked to you about the design. We talked about it.
Yes. In last podcast,
that's like Yoji Shinkawa.
It's documented.
Talking to Kojima.
Yeah.
Kojima, and then Kojima is like, yeah, that's some good art. Do art like that. Okay, yeah, y'all see this art? Make it like this. And then I don't give Kojima a copy of the game.
You'll get one, God.
Well, we'll be waiting, won't we, folks?
We will not. It won't even be long. It'll be here. You'll get one. Just hold your seahorses. Yeah, you live far. I
Do
can't
I?
even. I can't
Well,
even get it. I
whose
can't.
fault is that, Corey?
Here we are.
Whose fault is that?
Here we are. What are you? What's that lady name from that show
I
you
am.
like?
What? Well, what show? I
You,
like multiple
you know
shows.
what show? Sue. Here it is.
Oh,
That is
oh,
Sue.
oh, he talking about Essence with Family.
Yeah. Oh. My computer tried to go and sleep. Real
With
quick.
it,
Yeah, right. Back at it with you, and then you're like, I didn't do that. It's like,
But if y'all ever watch the show, y'all know that Frank was always the one that was on some bullshit.
True.
So
That is not a lie.
there we go.
But we'll get it. I got you. I just gotta figure out the logistics.
Okay.
Just give me time. Give me time, man. Give me time.
This new Iron Man suits.
And hopefully I can get you the one with the logo on it. The two
that's the one, and that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's the two of them that I gave out didn't have the logo because my ink cartridges ran out. So when he paid me for the two that I gave out, I went to Walmart and got another ink cartridge because I needed another one to finish the other shirt. So I was like, oh my god, how did I end up messing up so bad or printing so many test prints to the point where I ran out of ink, so I couldn't finish I'm like, because I wanted it to fit on the page, and it always leaves like the smallest edge on the side, and I'm like, this is the dumbest thing ever. I'll figure it out later. Honestly, I think it's my fault because when I made the print initially, I didn't think about digital versus printing and the fact that I needed to do it in RGB versus no, I did it in RGB versus CMYK for printing. And
what
then also,
you said you did do it in RGB, like
a lot of the things
CMYK color.
A lot of the things I've been drawing in Photoshop is all RGB. So
just in case y'all know, RGB is red, green, blue, and CMYK is I think cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. I'm like, is that what this?
It's just like the basic for like printing images. Yeah. But I guess if you're doing it on the shirt, especially, I don't know. I guess it translates better.
Yeah, if I did it in CMYK, print would be better. RGB is more for digital stuff, so computers and the way we see things off of like Instagram and things like that. It's better to see digital. When I want to print things, should have been in RGB. Didn't do that. I mean, it should have been in CMYK. Didn't do that. Everything was in RGB, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I see why you do CMYK, because it'll be easier on the printer and it'll look better in my opinion. So
CMYK is for print. Products.
Yeah, so transitioning into that now. Everything is CMYK going forward, unless stated differently. or I'm thinking of the purpose of the thing that I'm drawing going forward now, before I make the file. So there's that. But it's just I needed a new ink cartridge, and I went out and bought one, and that's
expensive.
Do you know how much these ink cartridges is?
I know how much regular
and ink cartridges. Yeah, these ones are like I think it's $28 for an ink cartridge for CMYK for color. Blacks are like $20.
Yeah, because that's you use that more than anything.
Yeah. So, God, it's just a nerve wracking. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. I already have another design idea for a shirt. So think of One Punch Man, right? I think I've thrown this idea with you. Think of One Punch Man, but instead of One Punch Man, a dude carrying grocery bags into the house. So I call it One Trip Man.
I feel like somebody did that before.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, you don't think so? You don't?
Yeah, let's here we go. Here we go. Let's go ahead. A simple Google search of one trip, man. Uh, hang on, is it like hyphenate? There you go. Oh, this is ugly. It's not.
Oh,
No. So, okay, it's not One Punch Man looking, but these are hilarious.
actually,
Are you looking at me?
yeah, I would too.
Real man never take a second trip. He like got bags in his hand and one in his cheeks.
Yeah, that actually, but I like that though.
This is a lot of 2 trips are for the week. This man with like 1,000 bags. This one, hang on, I want to see. I'm gonna send you this one. This one reminds me of the old meme of Ultra Giga Nigga.
What? Oh yeah,
You remember that?
yeah.
What happened? What happened? What
What?
happened? I hope it didn't get rid of my weapon, right? I think it crashed my. Okay. I wasn't trying to. Okay. All right. There it is. But that's what I think of when I see that.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, that's my next idea for a shirt. I think that actually would sell pretty good because
so,
that's
yeah,
that's the joke, is that we only do everything in one trip as far as bringing in groceries and things like that.
yeah.
Here you go one. You there?
Yeah, you're sending it.
Yeah, I'm sending it. And that's tiny too. That's that one. That was pretty close, but it's not One Punch Man, so it's still the idea. I might reference that a little
Why don't you like do it from the back on some like Akira shit?
bit. What do you mean?
Like the the perspective from like Akira,
From
like when you see the
like from the bike kind of Akira thing.
yeah, but he's like walking.
Is he walking
So
towards the groceries or away from the? Does he have the groceries?
he's walking towards the house.
Okay, yes, okay. That's interesting. That is an interesting. Okay, I'll throw that up. I'll throw that up. Okay. Anyway, off of that tip. So
Yeah.
the tip. So I watched Pan's Labyrinth last night.
And just let me put a little prologue here. It's actually called El Laberinto del Fauno
Okay.
because Pan is actually they actually put Pan in Pan's Labyrinth because it's supposed to be Fawn's Labyrinth,
Yeah.
but what in Western here in the more Western culture, we know what a Pan is because of our Greek god.
Mm-hmm.
When and if Pan was actually in this, it wouldn't have worked because Pan actually would have been trying to get with Ophelia,
And that's so going into this
like
movie.
sexually, and she's a young girl. You feel me?
Child.
So they it was changed because of that because America's dumb. So we were like, well, because actually and they never actually call him Pan in the show, in the movie. So go on.
So going into this, that is exactly what I thought. I thought Pan. Well, I didn't think it was gonna be like a sexual thing with Ophelia and Pan. I thought Greek god Pan. Yeah, I got it. That's what's gonna happen, right? And
Yeah,
it didn't end up being like that. A lot happened. Um, I thought the fawn was the devil in a sense. Because
fucking black Christians, man.
well,
Open up your mind.
look, because it had horns and it seemed
Oh my god.
devious as fuck. Like
Oh, you
I
so
didn't,
lame.
I
Keep
did
going
not,
though.
I didn't trust him. I did not trust him at all. Like from the get go.
Ooh,
So
the church do its job. I tell you that.
it's
The
not
church will
that.
do its
It's
motherfucking
not
job.
that. All
See
right.
horns, you like, ah, that guy.
It's a goat. All right,
Yeah.
it's the demon. All right,
Well, go
so
ahead, bro.
I wrote down notes throughout the movie of points that I wanted to talk about. So, first thing, I'd be the kid to stick the stone eye in the mouth.
Say it again.
So you remember the first part where she took the stone from the ground and put it into like the right place
Oh,
of the
the eye
eye?
hole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have put it in his mouth. just awesome. Like, it's silly. It broke.
Yeah.
You know, just like there it is. When I first
Go ahead.
watched this, the bug scared the crap out of me when it came out.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it actually startled me. I'm like, like it came out so fast, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Go on.
I don't
Let
know.
you
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I didn't know if you had some notes on that, or did you have anything to say?
On that in particular, no, I would have
Yeah.
put in the eye hole.
Okay. You would put it. Okay.
I would have put in the eye hole. The bug. The one thing about that, the bug is, she was a lot more willing to get close to it than I would have been.
Oh
I was like,
yeah,
oh, fuck with
that
me.
thing
The fuck
was
is that?
huge. It
Fuck
was
is that?
so huge. And she's
That
like,
motherfucker gonna bite me.
it's a fairy, and I'm like, what?
I'm like, nah, that look like But when she showed him the picture of the fairy, showed the
Transform.
bug the picture of the fairy and transformed,
Yeah.
I still would have been like, but at least I would have been like, okay, this is
So,
not too into my uncanny valley where I can't
first of
fuck with
all,
you.
I don't understand how you don't see how that's off-putting at all. You were first of all,
What
you were a giant bug. Then you crinkle your bones in anatomy to become the picture of what you made me feel better
kinda,
about looking at you.
yeah.
Even though I was already okay looking at what you were.
And really, okay. The only thing with that, but you gotta with any fantasy, and
Mhm.
this is what people always kill me with because they'll go into fantasy, be like, well, that doesn't make sense. Like, motherfucker, we own a star fighting right now, and you
Yeah.
telling me, oh, your oxygen would have been gone. We couldn't even get close to this star, let alone stand on it.
Mhm.
It'd be killing me about that. But like, I was because when I originally saw it, I was like, oh, how did the other quote unquote fairies know to look exactly like this person looked when I brought this fairy to them? You
Mhm.
know, but you gotta suspend belief in, especially in fantasy.
Yeah.
So I was
I
like,
totally understand that.
yeah.
Oh, that's it. Okay, no, I get where you're coming from with that.
So
Next,
when you like turned into the fairy, I was like, it wasn't even that made me, even though it made little sense because, like you said, if you were okay with it, a fairy, yeah, motherfucker, I do know. That's what I am. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm not turning into nothing else. You good with this or not?
this is it. This is the bottom line. It
Right.
doesn't get any better from here. I went from
Yeah.
worse to a little bit better, so that's where we're
Well,
at.
I would have. I'm talking about when I was just a bug. Yeah.
Oh,
Are you? And she was like, "You're a fairy, right?" Yeah. Yeah.
just
I
one.
wouldn't have transformed. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I am.
Okay.
Did you want me to turn into that, or like she didn't tell me what to do? You feel me?
No,
But
she did.
I just assumed
I,
he knew because she was the princess, and like,
it took me a minute to understand that that the bug could understand, human language. Didn't think it could, honestly.
oh, uh, I was more like, how is she about to understand this bug more
Oh,
so than the bug? Because I
well,
assume the bug is a century or more years old.
yeah,
And then you've been stuck outside of the portal, so you've been around us.
yeah.
You know,
Well, the bug didn't seem like it talked at all through the movie, did
it
it?
didn't,
Yeah, so it's
but
just
it
hand
understood her.
gestures. The next point I would like to bring up was God, this man shoved a bottle in this guy's face and he was still alive. Yeah.
So, it's what's funny about that. What's fun? Well, what's ironic?
Yeah,
What's funny about
that part wasn't
it?
funny at all. That was
Actually,
whoa.
on some fucked up shit, and judge me if you will. I like literally, I always wondered what a face would look like if you beat it with a bottle.
Uh
Uh,
huh.
he said, uh-huh.
As long as it's not mine, that's all I'm. That's all
and,
I'm good
and,
with.
and mostly because, like, you know,
Right.
I always like everything mostly in my apartment. I've I've fantasized about hurting somebody else with if I needed to.
Yeah, of course.
It's a fight or flight thing. It's an anxiety thing. I make sure if I'm in a situation where I have to fight, I'm uh I'm hurting that person
Yeah,
a lot.
that's just being
So,
prepared. I mean, do you know how many swords I have around here? Too
but
many.
see, my thing is, if I'm out and about, I ain't gonna be,
Oh yeah.
I'm not Zolo. You feel me? I ain't
Well,
about to have swords on me.
but you're prepared. You have a capiton.
I don't anymore.
Oh, that's right.
I
Uh,
had the educator, the baton.
yeah, I'm about to say I don't like the sound of the educator.
I teach him a lesson basically.
Yeah,
And
I
actually,
get it.
when I was walking when I was, the neighborhood I work in,
Mhm.
like the shelter,
Yeah.
like you get a lot of people, like they be busting over there. So when I was walking up there, I put on my get down gloves. That's my tactical gloves.
You get up to get down gloves.
And then the motherfuckers, they was looking like they was about to surround me. Hey, what's up, little bruh? I'm like, what's good? Y'all got problems? Nah, we just saying what's up. Oh, okay. Well, y'all have a good night. You feel me? What we doing here? Ain't got time for that. But anyway,
It's good. You got a problem?
uh, you gotta ask them. See if you as soon as you start acting like, hey, what's happening? Then they like, oh, what's up? You scared? Nah, I ain't. Because at least one of y'all go die if I'm about to die.
Yeah.
Equivalent exchange. You feel me?
Okay.
Which one it is, that's on y'all. So y'all
Yeah,
might want to chill. You feel me? Because it
yeah.
couldn't be you. But anyway, with the bottle, yeah. So I always was like, I actually liked that, and I liked that they showed his face after it, and I liked that he was still alive.
Like,
Did you see that he was still alive?
yeah. That's what I was like. How is he still alive after? Like, I would expect somebody that got a bottle reamed into their face to be
You gotta.
dead or like on the precipice of dying.
He was on the precipice because having, people. There have been people who have been like hit in the head with like hammers and shit, and they go like kind of brain dumb. They're
Mm.
just, but they're, you know what I mean. Before they die, it's kind of like they're malfunctioning.
Mm. Okay, that
You
makes sense.
feel me?
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
why old dude, he didn't say nothing. He was just like, I say, his body reacted to
Yeah,
the injury that was the most severe.
yeah.
But I'm sure he wasn't even there. And if he was just feeling the pain. He wasn't even knowing what he was doing with his body because brain chemistry works like that. Like if you were sleep, it's like when you're asleep and a fly lands on your face, and then you brush your face, but you didn't wake up to do that.
No,
Your
it's just
body did that in like naturally because of it's the feeling it got.
yeah.
You
Okay,
know,
that
that's
makes
what
sense.
happened.
Okay.
So, but a little fact about that bottle incident, that actually happened to Guillermo del Toro, like to one of the people in his life.
Oh wow, really?
I actually wrote down some of the trivia because I remember it was a lot of trivia, and I was like, shit, if you go watch it, let me share some of the trivia. So,
Ah, see.
Del Toro and a friend were once in a fight during which his friend was beaten in the face with the bottle. He
Mm.
said, and the detail that stuck in his memory was that the bottle didn't break. And that scene was also based on a real occurrence in Spain when a fascist smashed a citizen's face with the butt of his pistol and took his groceries because he didn't take off his hat. You remember he told the dude to take off his hat? and killed him and his father, then took his rabbit.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something like that happened in Del Toro's life, and it just stuck. And I don't know why. I just knew you was gonna bring up the bottle thing. That's why I wrote it down.
I mean, it was a pretty big, like, that was I think that was the point where you knew that this man was pretty tyrannical, because the way
people in the military are fascists.
Well,
there was no military body that is literally for the people.
Well, my whole thing is
over their country.
When I was watching this movie, I thought you had recommended like a nice little this is another war movie. I'm back in the war.
Man, a different war.
Yeah, it was definitely different.
Let's talk about some of the more fantastical elements. Let's start with the toad under the tree.
Well, can you give me a minute?
Talking about other bullshit.
Yeah, that's part of the list. Will you give me a minute?
Yeah, it's lame as fuck. Go ahead.
There was only 2 things.
Yeah, and I'm bored. Go on.
Right. This girl brave as fuck. I would have freaked out about the toad. Honestly. At that age, I would have
seen that motherfucker. I'm like,
she covered in mud walked up to it and was like, "Stop." So
yeah,
I ain't scared of you.
Lick her face, get that bug out.
I thought she was gonna like when she got licked in the face. I thought it was gonna take her with her. I was like, "Oh,
she was pull her ass in the chair."
I thought she was gone.
I guess it would make sense, and then she like in his like half of her in it, and then she like shoved the rocks in them, and
almost took the arm with him. Shoot, dang.
Man. but when he threw up his insides,
oh yeah. I was like,
I thought she was gonna have to dig through that.
Oh yeah, just lay in it.
and she looked like she was okay with that. I was like, you're okay with all of this?
Yeah, 100%.
But then again, you gotta imagine she is in like a stage of her life where she's learning a lot, and most of what she's seen was death and war.
So this,
you know what I'm saying?
This was just a cakewalk.
So like her just doing shit like this, like. And let's be honest, if I seen that motherfucking fawn, let alone that motherfucking fairy that turned into, I would have been like, okay, so shit's just weird.
I don't think the fawn would have weirded me out that much, actually. Like as evil as it does look, yes. I don't think that would have been the weirdest part of that whole situation.
I don't know. You in a place, you're away from your camp. Yeah. You go down into this portal.
Yeah.
He's not there at first, and then you following this fairy, and then that motherfucker turn around like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And you just like, oh hey.
The next part. I don't think so. The next part is the part that would have freaked me out the most, and that is the. Well, in my notes I said this girl a dummy. Why she eat them grapes? Like explicitly told, like you were fine. Everything was quiet and good.
It would have been cool. You know what? I would have gave her the smallest benefit of the doubt is if she did it, if only she was told by him not to do it. But she's in there, and all 3 of the motherfucking fairies is like, "What are you doing?"
like legit, actively trying to stop her.
She's swatting the motherfuckers away.
Yeah, like
get out of here. And they're like, I don't understand. Like, why are you doing this? Like, and all 3 of us have a problem with this.
And ignoring you didn't hear this man get up. You have your in any situation, you like when you walked in there, you got the lay of the room. Like you got
him.
Yeah,
and
that was
like eyes on it.
Yeah,
even though you didn't know that eyes.
Well, I didn't think he's seen. I don't think she's seen that because I thought he was covering it or something.
No, his eyes were just on the plate. She picked up the plate.
Oh, did she?
Looked at. Yeah,
I have to go back. I have to rewatch it. But like, it's the idea that it's like playing Legend of Zelda, and you walk into a dungeon and you see the lay of the land. Okay,
and you see a motherfucking mound in the middle.
The danger right there. It's not moving and it's not doing anything. The fawn told me, do not do this one thing. The only thing not to do at this point in time.
And nothing was happening.
And nothing was happening as long as I don't do that thing, right? Yeah.
Right.
It's like common sense. It's like, I didn't do this thing. this thing doesn't move unless I do the bad thing. So as long
Yeah.
as I don't do the bad thing, I'm
Then we
okay.
Gucci.
Yes. But then you decide to do the bad thing and
You
with
took a
your
grape.
oh man.
So
You got grapes at home.
you got grapes at home. There was curried meats in there. There was pastries in there.
You had
There
good
was.
tobacco.
I'm like, bro, the grape. What kind
Um,
of vegetarian bullshit is this?
I, I don't. The only thing I
What
could think of.
child would go and be like, okay,
The only
if I
thing.
eat something, my life gonna be fucked up. Let me eat some fruit. The fuck out of here. Like,
the only thing that I could think of, the reason why is because it was like back to the biblical idea of it is like, kind of like the apple deal.
forbidden fruit
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah, like it's a really good grape.
I get why they did it
Yeah.
thematically,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't make sense in general.
Yeah,
Because
no.
I'm just sort of like, no child would just be like, oh, great.
I
Fuck all of this shit.
100%
Get
agree
the
with
grape.
you. I want the grape.
There's
And-
horchata on this table, but I'm about to eat this. Horchata is good though.
It is. I love horchata, rice milk and cinnamon.
Man.
But it's just the idea that she did it, knowing she was in the wrong, and had your back turned from the bad thing, and
Like,
didn't
no
pay
child
attention.
would do that.
No
Every
attention.
child ever in life that I've ever seen ever do anything bad ever looked at the thing that they weren't supposed to do, looked at the person who told them not to, looked back at it, looked around, looked at the person, looked back at it, then did it while looking at the person to make sure they can get away with it. Like a child
Yes.
rarely like do fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm not gonna pay attention to. No child wants to be in trouble.
No.
Now, granted,
It's a giant monster with eyeball
and then there's
hands.
a fucking monster in here.
Yeah. No.
You didn't look at the monster. First of all, I would have been looking at that motherfucker as I'm turning the key to open the thing. The whole. If I go into that room and see that motherfucker, I'm not looking at this motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, I forgot to mention also you were on a time limit.
And I would have. First of all, she flipped it over and looked at it like, "Yep, that time's going out." I would have been like, "Go and flip, go," and then I would have ran. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh, that is
And
cool.
then the time limit was it was for the chalk because the chalk clearly worked regardless.
Uh-huh.
Fuck the time limit. Cause that motherfucker wasn't he ain't fast.
No.
What happened was she got to the end and was like, what the fuck happened to the door? I don't know what happened to the door. Oh my god, the door's gone. Oh my god, she's coming. I would have been like, first of all, I would have burnt the fuck out of that monster.
Oh yeah.
If I knew I could eat and get out, I would have ate.
Oh. Well, see, and there's another thing. This is one of those plot holy things I'm thinking of. Like, could she have taken a grape? She couldn't have eaten it, right? But because she had taken it with her.
I think she could have taken it.
So
because when she plucked it off,
yeah,
he didn't move.
No,
and it was like, bro, don't do it. But see, I feel like it would have been one of those things if it's and that was another thing. A kid would have just like stole the shit.
Yeah, you think he would have been?
I just told you I would have stolen. I would have first. I would have brought me a bag.
Yeah,
I would have got me a bag with me. I would have put it in a stack, and then I would think it's that motherfucker.
You think it's a instant transmission type deal where like she got it with her in the grape in the real world. She eats it and he's just instantly there.
No, I was thinking more like in tone with the film. I feel like as soon as it passed that threshold, it would have decayed and like got molded and shit.
Yeah,
like unedible.
Yeah, okay,
inedible.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
That's what I thought would have taken place. Like the only place to eat it is down there, and if you eat it down there, here come the boys with his hand eyes. Yeah. And actually, Kojima really liked those hand eyes. Actually,
oh really?
And Stephen King watched it, and he got grossed out by that monster.
It's really gross, and I feel like the monster was fat at one point, fat full of children that it ate.
Yeah,
and then it like lost all that weight because it's been so long since he's ate children.
Yeah,
and it's just like wow.
It looked like it because he had sacks.
Yeah, The skin don't go back like that. Also, you had this is another thing against her. You had tapestries depicting what would happen.
Yeah.
It's all these things telling you do
And
not do
Ophelia, you
this.
act like you dumb. You're
You're
not
not
dumb.
you're not dumb. Kind of a tool
I,
if you really say that, but like not
honestly,
dumb.
at that point, I feel like they needed her to do it to show the monster.
Yeah,
And that was
because
the only way to do it because Ophelia, as they portrayed her in this film thus far, and then
mm-hmm.
after that point, she's clever,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and she wouldn't have done that.
She reads
Was
a lot of
and
books.
Ophelia would have been the first person to look at that motherfucker when she plucked it. She would have been like, "Oh, I can't eat this. Is he gonna get me if I?" You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't. It wouldn't have been a. So they definitely did that
On
for
purpose to
the
just to
sake of showing the
showing the
monster.
monster. Yeah. You think if he ate the grape, he would like destroy himself from the inside out? Like if she like
I
force
think
fed
he'd
it?
get sick.
Ah,
I think like that food is so it's like poisonous or whatever to him, so
yeah.
he can't eat it. He can only eat,
The children
human
that
children.
yeah,
So I'm gonna mask this food to lure the children in because
yeah.
they can eat the shit.
And then I'm just gonna eat the children.
Yeah.
All right. So the next part. Oh, I can't remember her name, but the trader girl gave El Capitan
Mercedes.
the Joker look when she cut his mouth open,
Yeah.
and then he
I would
like,
have. I just didn't understand why she didn't kill his ass.
dude, like knocked him out or something.
She was like,
She's just
"And
like,
you don't touch her.
yeah.
I'm definitely beating the shit out of her because you just cut me,
Oh
or
man,
you can get back in." You know what I mean? It
yeah.
just it tracks. I
All
don't
you
get.
did was cut his mouth open. You didn't kill him. You just cut his mouth open.
Yeah,
Like
it
you,
was
you
strange.
cut the mouth open, stab him in the neck, and then go about your business. And you're like, oh, he let it go, and then you
I
just
thought
keep.
she was gonna stab him in the neck.
I'm saying that's what I thought was gonna happen, but that did not happen. We didn't finish off the guy until the end of the movie. Spoilers for the movie.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, shit. I figured we talking about it, so we spoiled the movie already. Talking about the monsters
the
and shit.
monsters and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next part I wanted to bring up is so this was the part where I want to say what was her name? Ophelia.
Yeah.
She was going to go get her brother, and she had poisoned the Capitan's water. After
Whiskey.
yeah, oh was it whiskey?
Yeah.
She okay, so she poisoned it, and then they went running into the labyrinth. So and this is a question I propose to you: is it poison more?
It'll
More
for your
yeah,
bloodstream
if
more.
you're more active.
That was the poison.
What was it again?
That was that medicine her mom was taking to like sedate her.
Uh, even
Like it took it to go to sleep.
even still, even still, like
I mean,
it's working your way into your system. Why wouldn't it still do the thing?
but alcohol it fucks some meds up. Like honestly, it could have made it even more potent. Um, but it could have taken away from it. That's why a lot of people like a lot of meds. They like it's dangerous to take
Don't talk.
alcohol with the
Yeah,
meds. You know,
yeah.
you never know what's gonna
Happen.
happen. Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's a fair one. And then this movie seems like a movie of sacrifices. Is the last one I got there. A lot of different sacrifices happening here at the end of it all there.
See, and I hate movies that kind of give you that like that openness to it.
Mm-hmm,
Like when I don't hate them, I hate movies like this that do it
mm-hmm.
because it's like, oh, was that even real? Was she just maybe that's her dream going into like death? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It could have easily just not have been. She could have just got shot and then like uh
Well,
hallucinated the next part.
the
But
Fawn did want blood, right? Like, was it specifically the boy's blood or just blood in general? That's the part that I was like, so did
it
her
was
blood
blood
work? Of an
and she was
innocent.
innocent.
Okay, so that worked.
But see, like that's beyond. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
even then, it's just. I mean, movies like this give you kind of a dual perspective. Like, if you wanted to go the more cynical route, you can be like, yeah, all of that was just make believe, and when she died, that's just her still in that like you
Like,
know traumatized. Like I'm imagining this thing to like make the current situation a better one kind of deal.
mm-hmm.
But Del Toro actually said like, which I appreciate. He was like, he put certain things in that film so you know that it wasn't one of those situations. You knew that it was real.
Yeah.
Which the chalk that he found on his desk
Mm-hmm.
at the end when she was going to get her brother,
Yeah.
because that chalk came from the fawn. You know what I mean? It couldn't have come from anywhere else,
Right.
basically. And
Yeah.
he picked it up and he touched it.
Mm-hmm.
When the labyrinth opened to let her through, you know what I mean? And then the flower at the end, he was like those. He put those things in it so
So
there wouldn't
you,
be a question
yeah,
of if
there's
it
no
was real or
question.
not.
It's
Yeah,
actually happening. Okay.
her not being able to get out of her room because they came and killed the guards and opened the door and she was gone. And
Yeah.
there's no other way for her to get out because they had barricaded her windows too,
Oh God.
and the
Jeez.
windows are still barricaded, and they only seen that door she made.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
Yes. That makes sense. Okay.
yes, they were like doing that.
Let me backtrack a little bit because I forgot to mention this. So with the hand monster, she broke the chalk at that point. Can he use that?
The hand monster
Yeah.
to
Can
like
he?
get out.
Yeah.
I wonder, cause see now, cause some people are like, yeah, he should, but then again, that chalk came from the fawn, and the fawn is of the royal family. It could have easily been some kind of special chalk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it, you know, things like this, like, and I suspect that's why people get so irritated with fantasy because they want it to make absolute sense, but
Hmm.
that's not what we do.
No.
We're
So,
suspending your disbelief to entertain you.
well, I only say it because like I feel like that would make a good maybe sequel or something.
This one shouldn't have a sequel.
You're saying like
This
nah,
one of the movies that I feel like
it's good where it's at.
it, especially the way it ended,
Mm-hmm.
like because anytime they try to like make a sequel to a fairy tale, it never really goes well. Like, and I mean like us now making sequels to like fairy tales of the past.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, this is what happened after the witch ate
Frozen,
Hansel and Gretel. I
Frozen
don't care.
3.
Like
Oh yeah. They did that with Beauty and the Beast. The whole what's the name one?
like they do.
Maleficent.
Disney does it.
Yeah.
They do it. Like,
Everywhere.
and then for Ariel to like become human and then have children and they want to become mermaids. I'm like, bro, that's just what
RJ,
I
have
do.
have you
I don't
heard of
know.
Lion King the Third?
I heard
God.
of Lion King the second, and honestly,
Yeah.
as okay as it was, it shouldn't have been. Uh,
Lion King
Hakuna Matata. I
one and a
can't wait to be
half.
king. Scar died and shit. Um,
No, no,
I
no,
got
no.
my fill.
Yeah, yeah, you were
Mulan
good.
2. The
Yeah.
only part that was good in Mulan 2 was
Oh
the
my
first
God.
song, and that song goes hard.
What song was that one?
It's how did that go? It was like earth, fire, day, night, darkness, some silence, day and night, or something. One as long as not enough. We need both together. Lesson number 1. That's what it's called.
I don't remember that song
That's the only good song in Mulan 2.
because I really don't
Fight
like
me.
Mulan 2.
I don't either.
Somebody,
I,
because I was talking to somebody and they were like, Lion King is the best movie of all time, and I'm like, if we're talking as
it's a
far
good
as
movie.
Disney movies, I say the Goofy movie is way better.
Yeah. I don't know what Disney
glad,
movie would be
I'm
the
glad you
best.
agree.
Like, I think
Yeah.
no, honestly.
that was a long pause there.
I don't know, honestly.
You can't, like, no Disney movie just does it for you.
No Disney movie is necessary. Like, I can make a hierarchy of like best and worst,
make a
but
tier list.
yeah. But honestly, what I do is I usually it depends on how I'm feeling at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm like on some like lonely shit, missing my family bullshit, and I watch Tarzan, it's about to hit different. You feel me?
Yeah, well, because I feel like that's the thing about Disney movies is like they're built for like certain ones are built for your mood at the time. Like
I
not
mean, all
everybody's
movies
always
are,
okay. Fair.
I, but like I will agree that, dang, okay, it got a little smokier outside.
Oh boy,
Right?
I'm back.
Am I hungry? I'll order out. No, I'm playing.
Well,
I don't want nobody else in this.
I want that Tyler burger.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, and you know, I know all the movies. You know, when you know all the movies, you can tell which ones will hit for which point in time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Toy Story could hit super hard, not because you miss your friend or nothing, but because you feel like people like you aren't being seen in the world,
I feel
like you
like
being ignored. You feel me?
yeah. Well, for me, Toy Story is more like I miss being
But
a
see,
child. You know, that type of
right?
feeling of just like, especially, oh man, what was it, Toy Story 3, when the bear was about to die in the fire? Oh
Yeah.
man, I couldn't. I'm like, man, you know, some movies you'd be like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm a grown man, but that was like, oh my
I
god.
always cry. I like crying when I watch movies. It
Oh
makes it
man,
better.
it makes you feel one with the
Bro, you
movie.
know how terrifying it gotta be to be flying in this motherfucking smoke?
That,
I hear an airplane right now, and I
I,
can't
was,
see that motherfucker.
I was about to say, you know what? I
As
don't
long as
know,
they fly the
RJ.
fuck over me.
I will. I'm going to find out when I come visit you next week.
Jeez.
What was that?
Cause I ain't gonna be here next week. I'm going to
Man,
Portland.
oh, that's right. I forgot. Tears. Oh, is that what you said?
No, I said shit.
uh, okay, I said tears. So there's that. Let's go to our ad read.
Um, yeah,
Come on, it's over here. I put it the PDF.
I have it up already.
Do you? Damn.
You
uh,
late.
what page? You pick the page this time because I don't. The part that I want to do is that last part when when the fawn was yelling. I want it to be the fawn yelling at you, the child.
I was actually went to that one.
What page is that?
That's what number? Ain't no page numbers.
It's at
Oh,
the
I
top.
guess I can look up here. The top of the screen. I don't know. Why you get this PDF?
I just picked one. Come on.
I know. Like, clearly. Let me see.
I didn't want to. It's like 88. I just typed in 88. Yeah, I picked up page 88. This one when stuff was typing it out.
It's crazy because like, and then Mercedes was like, "Yeah, you don't want to trust the Fonz," and I was like, "Oh shit."
All right, too late. I think
Where
it's.
this motherfucker at?
I think it's this page. What page is this? 93. Yeah, I think it's 93.
So this is past when he, yeah. Did you want to do the part where you talking about when he was mad and like he left?
Yeah, where he did
This is right before that part. Did you want to do that part?
well, like I said, I wanted you to pick the one, but I this is the part I wanted to do.
Yeah, on 93.
Yeah, I think it's 93. Yeah, it is. It's 93, page 93. Yeah, I think I picked the wrong. I was talking about the wrong yelling. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about when she messed up and then he found out she messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This is but yeah, this is gonna be our ad read until we actually get ads. It's us reading the movie we're talking about from a script that I found on
You
Google.
talking about in the center of the labyrinth?
Yeah, center of the labyrinth, night, interior, reaching
Rotunda.
rotunda. Thank you, because I would not know how to say that.
Rotunda.
Ophelia sees the fawn waiting halfway up the stone staircase. Ophelia calms the baby and starts down the stairs towards him. That's where we're at.
I'm here.
Okay, you ready? You want to go?
What you mean? You said use the phone.
Yeah. I'm just saying, are you ready? You ready to one, two, three action with that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. We just do.
Before we do this, so the fawn the person who plays the fawn in this movie actually worked with Del Toro on 2 of his other movies, one being Hellboy. And actually the one who plays the fawn in this also played the eye monster in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He actually wanted to give like an actual theatrical performance, so he was trying to learn Spanish so he can like deliver it, but when he tried it, it wasn't good enough, so they had to like do a voiceover for him, and the person like had to like take weeks to like match up the mouth, his words to the mouth to make it look good. So just a little.
They put a lot of work in this movie.
They put work in yeah. But go ahead.
Okay. Quickly, Your Majesty, give him to me. The full moon is almost here. We need him to open the portal.
Set in your hand. It's the golden dagger.
The portal will open if I shed the blood of an innocent. A prick. That's all. A pinprick. That's all. Just a drop of blood. It's the last task. Hurry!
The basket shakes furiously. The green fairy escapes and buzzes furiously around Ophelia.
You promised to do it. You said... nope. You promised to do it, so give me the boy. I want to leave this place. I can't wait any longer.
Fawn comes closer to the girl. His face radiates a wicked hunger. She steps back, horrified. No, my brother stays with me.
Wait. You would give up your sacred rights for this brat?
Yes, I would.
You would give up your throne for him? He who caused you such misery? Such humiliation?
Vidal comes into the rotunda. He sees Ophelia alone. He can't see the fawn. With enormous effort, Vidal lifts his gun. I will.
As you wish, Your Highness.
As he recedes into the darkness, Vidal shoots. The bullet hits Ophelia in the stomach. She falls gently to the ground at the edge of the well, clutching her baby brother. The book lands next to her. Vidal picks up the infant. Ophelia reaches out for help, tears in her eyes. Vidal ignores her, spits on the ground, and leaves. Camera closes on Ophelia's face. A ribbon of blood streams from her nose, which is the first part of the movie.
Yeah. I know that one. I got that reference.
You know, Corey, I feel like, this is just a read we doing right here and there. So
yeah. Well, I didn't have what?
I feel like if you read it before, it would have read better.
It definitely would, because I didn't, didn't catch that. But
we did good.
Yeah,
you know what the fuck happened.
If it was a play, I would have this memorized by now. It'd be scary because I'd be panicking. Like in high school. Yes. Yes. That was a good time.
I mean, to be fair though, my thing is I always was like super anxious before I stepped on stage. I hated waiting. I needed to get out there and do it.
For me,
the waiting was killing me.
For me,
as soon as I got out there, I was like, "Oh, I'm a bunny rabbit. Follow your nose."
For me, it's just because whenever I hear about a famous person, oh yeah, I remember all these lines. I'm like, how did you do that? How did you just remember, everything you had to say in this one moment? And even because when we're in plays, we do this, the what is it, the stage play or the pre-play? We go over them. We sit with each other and go over it and go over the lines
like
and
the
stuff.
read.
Yes. So I get how to do it, but it's just that fear of like, if I forget my lines sitting here, it's the end of the world. Which I know it's not, because there's so many blooper reels and things like that. But to me, it's just like, my life is over. I forgot the line.
Man, but see, that's the thing. Like, and if you even see, and even in the blooper reels, you see them like they'll fuck up, but then like keep going, because what we learn in theater, especially in college when I was doing it,
Cool.
like no, don't stop the play.
Yeah.
You feel me? If
going.
you fuck up and you stop, then obviously then you fuck up.
Then you obviously have fucked up. Yes.
But if no, like they basically saying like, if you fuck up and you stop, then you fucked up. If you fuck up and then like you can make it back to your lines, then you're good.
Well, I thought it was just the fake it till you make it kind of idea.
That's what I just said.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I said though. You see what I'm saying? Like if okay, wait, no, you don't see what I'm saying.
No, I don't see what you're saying.
Okay, so like even when I messed up there and I kept going, and you said that you were like needle prick, like go back. Like I was keep going. I know I fucked up, but I was just like, but other people don't know that. Nobody listened to this unless they seen the movie would know that I had fucked up. So that's why it's like the fake it till you make it kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's that's why it's like, even when you're on stage, like, and it's good to like do what's it called, improv also, like, because improvise on the spot for it helps you anywhere anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man.
And like when it sometimes it makes it better. Like there's scenes in movies that's like, oh man, I like that scene when she did this, and this, and it was like, that wasn't even in script. That just happened.
Yeah, that's something.
Like when Will and his Uncle Phil hugged after he said, "Why my dad don't love me?" "Why my dad don't love me" was not in the script.
Oh really?
His dad, he really had problems with his dad, and he said to the actor, his Uncle Phil, he was like, "Why my dad don't love me?" and he came and hugged him, and they kept it in there. But that was such a powerful scene, and that wasn't even in the script.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
You had to have like, oh my god, I feel like that would have been a rough day afterwards too. Even though that was like part of the script, I would feel like, like I would still feel like I gotta go home for a minute. Like I need a minute. Like I get that was, we were acting, but like.
But see, acting pulls from like real experiences.
Yeah, but like, I mean, still mentally, it was real.
Like, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they pull from these experiences. Like when people be crying and shit, a lot of actors be like, yeah, when I cry on set, I'm thinking about this, and this. You know what I mean? And they really start crying. Like it's such a emotional. Project acting, they
are strong because,
and I always feel like,
I swear,
in any scene I'm crying. I'm like, especially if it's like some sentimental bullshit, because that's what gets me.
Mm-hmm.
They can be like, and cut, and all the motherfuckers go come around me like, hey, you good? Are you okay? And I'm like,
no.
Did we do it?
Did we do it? That's your thing. I would have said,
because I don't think I can. Shit, I'm probably like, shit. I don't know if I got it in me again, bruh.
Yeah, I'm like, that was the take. It's not happening.
That is the take. Yeah. Like shit.
Oh no, I oh my god.
But you had it in theaters, like once you had the lines and shit, you was Gucci.
Well, once I was like on the land, I think that's where I do my best, is when I'm like there, because I know everybody's watching me. Don't fuck up. Like that
like if you're not over like the computer, that like if you can't see the audience.
Well, okay, yeah. Me doing it here, I feel like I'm not as because
We just
I
talking.
yeah, we just talking. And first of all, I'm not taking this so as seriously as I would if it would, which I
Yeah,
probably should. But like
it's not serious.
it's not. But like I
It's
want
two
to,
homies talking.
yeah. But I want to give the impression that we know how to do something. So I don't know, man.
We
I'm just talking.
do
But
one.
like
Yeah,
uh,
cause we fuck them, fuck y'all listening. We love you though, but
that's wonderful.
obviously we're not about to stress ourselves out.
No,
For,
no.
for what,
I just wish I could read better. That's the one thing. I need to read more. I think that's
All
my
you gotta, man. Okay, so when we about to,
need
let
to
me,
read.
I got you, bro.
Corey
You want to
needs
read?
Corey needs to read a
You want to
book.
read?
Oh boy.
I got some books for you.
I have two books I gotta get through first. Give me a second.
What books?
These are art books though. These are different.
So my
What? They got text in them and stuff like that. They teach me
that is not
things.
the same as
Oh,
actually reading, bro. That's like
it's
people getting picture books and being like, "Oh, well, it said the cat was in the hat."
they did say the
Like
cat was in the hat. I don't understand.
you 29.
I don't
Read a
understand
book.
about.
Read a book. Read a motherfucking book.
I got text to read.
Not an art book.
It's
A book.
Well, it is a book. It's a real book.
It is a textbook.
It's a
Read
book
read some literature.
that teaches me things and also has pictures in it.
Yeah, read a book.
Yeah, it is.
You ain't gonna learn how to read until you start actually reading.
It's binded by two thicker pieces of paper.
Always read our books. And you still
I've
still
always
I,
looked at art books. This one,
you've read our books.
nah.
You have read our books when we were in Flint. You told me you read our books.
What art book? What art book did
We
I
were in
read?
Flint. That was like 8 years ago.
Oh man, I want to talk about this, but I don't know if I should talk about this. So I remembered, it's crazy. It's just like, so I told you about how I brought those shirts to my friend that ordered two of them, right?
Yeah.
First of all, do you hear this?
Yeah, no, I heard it earlier.
Okay. I didn't know
but
if you could.
I feel like you were like trying to go over it. So I was like, okay, we don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I'm trying. I am trying. I don't know if the podcasters can hear it, and I'm going to make sure to edit so that way they can. But it's annoying. Okay, so it doesn't show up. It doesn't show up on the podcast, but it shows up on the Discord.
Is that a child?
Yeah, there's a child outside. I can't wait to move, my guy. I can't wait to move. But
I wonder what the new neighbors gonna be like.
Oh my god! I'll have a second room, so that way it'll be dedicated.
You'll go to the second room
like
it's too loud in this room.
Soundproofing. I'll do whatever I can to make it so that way I don't have this issue anymore. There's one place I was looking at. They had hardwood floors, and I was like, do I want to deal with that? That's gonna be a bitch to clean. I would rather
2 rooms?
No, a hardwood floor.
Oh,
I would rather vacuum.
Yeah.
I have a vacuum. I would rather vacuum. I don't want to have to buy a Swiffer. Yeah.
Wet jet.
Be looking like.
You don't want that wet jet?
I don't want to look like Don John in here.
You know, I'm getting a fountain in mine.
What do you mean a fountain?
Like I'm gonna get maybe like a fountain that comes up to my neck. Mm-hmm. Have a little fountain. Have like get my plants in here. Make it like serene.
Yeah.
Get my altar back up.
Okay, yeah. I see what you mean. Okay, that's what you mean by I felt like a little. Okay, that sounds actually pretty amazing.
It'd be nice.
Man,
my homie got this plug-in like heater, but it looked like a fireplace.
Over here, like plug it in.
Put your TV and stuff on if you want. So I'm gonna have like a little fireplace in here that can change colors too.
RJ, why you over here living the La Vida Loca?
I don't know. I'm trying to. Can I get a goddamn couch in this bitch though?
I thought you went shopping for one.
We went looking to like, you want to like go and sit on shit and you got to know what you want and all that bullshit.
In the middle of COVID, what's wrong with you?
I had my mask on. I stayed 6 feet.
COVID don't save your butt from getting COVID.
It does.
No, don't.
I keep mine plugged anyway.
Okay. Okay. That was my yep. I asked for it. I did ask for it. I got an answer, and I didn't expect you to just kind of hit me with that. But here we are. I got hit. I got hit, and I don't know what to do. All right, RJ. I think. Is we Gucci? Did we talk about everything? I feel like this one's a little longer because we were going in on that movie with the plot points and stuff. But like overall, I'm going to be honest. Overall, I did not like that movie as much as Starship Troopers.
Yeah. When I was watching it the other day, like when I was like rewatching it, so I can at least know what the fuck we talking about. I ain't watched that movie in like years. But what was funny is I had my headphones and my Bluetooth in. Yeah. My Bluetooth's dying, and it died just as the movie ended. And I was like,
it died. There we go. It died as the movie died. Okay, I guess the next thing I should ask you is, what's the next movie you want me to watch? Where's my pen?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny too, cause like last night I was like, shit. I need to figure out
what course you watch.
This motherfucker to watch.
Yeah, that I haven't seen. This has been a fun experience so far, actually, because like now I'm introducing myself to like movies I just didn't see, and just like new experiences and learning stuff. That. Also, the Pan's Labyrinth was streaming on Netflix. One thing about that is it was entirely in Spanish, so I had to have subtitles on. It's annoying. Yeah, well, I mean, I get that, but that's what I was gonna say. It's annoying, but appreciated to have the original voice, because they do that with Kung Fu Hustle, where it's all in Cantonese, and I'm like.
They do it with a lot of international films.
Okay, so that's just a normal thing for them.
Yeah,
but it is appreciated to see it in its original format, versus just like, oh yeah, my American years, please.
Like you can see that mouth moving, but
but it's not.
And Del Toro actually, he's the one who he went back and wrote the English subtitles. Because he hates when people mess up the translations. Oh my God. So he actually went and did it himself.
That is some true like dedications to the craft.
Oh, we appreciate it.
Oh, for real. Like I said, it was a good movie. It wasn't my favorite out of the ones you picked for me so far, but it was a good movie. So what's the next one? Are you just scrolling through your Netflix?
I had a list somewhere.
Did you really?
I tried to start actually last night.
Oh, you started a list for me?
You know what, Corey? You know what? I want you to watch one of my favorite movies. That way we can really get into it.
Oh, boy. All right. It's what?
Get a pen right here. I'm going to just type. I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
Vis-a-vis Discord.
Yeah, because we don't text on here. We mostly text in actuality.
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's literally one of my favorite movies.
Okay. Just say what it is so that way we can see it.
I said burlesque.
Oh, burlesque. I didn't hear you.
1,000 times. I sent it to you.
Okay. Did you?
Did you?
Yeah, I'm about to say it didn't even show. That's right, because I'm scrolled up.
After one.
Yep, there you go.
Take. One trip, man.
Yeah, so I'm about to say it's supposed to be one trip, man. Does that say take? Oh, that's a no.
I was looking at it. I was like, is that an A?
You can't really tell because the trip part is like his body.
He's like,
the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You was like, hold the fuck up.
Yeah, I was confused.
Something
What
ain't right here.
did we back on the acting thing? One take, man. He can do everything in one
Yeah,
take.
right. That ain't happening.
uh, all right, RJ. I think that was.
Next week we'll talk about burlesque.
We'll talk about burlesque. Yeah, next week.
I recommend Pan's Labyrinth, especially to fantasy buffs like myself.
Buffs.
And it's dark fantasy too, so it's really cool.
I'm gonna watch this movie tonight, and then I'm gonna rewatch it Friday.
Well, burlesque.
Yeah, because I feel like the last two movies I only watched once, and that was like the day before we talked about it. But I feel like I feel like I'll get more context out of it and understand it more if I watch it twice. In
I know what you watch
time.
next week, dog.
Oh boy.
Hold on, let me write this down. Okay, so
Is it V for Vendetta? Because I haven't watched that either. Because I know you like that movie. Is it Watchmen? Because I haven't watched that either. I watched part of Watchmen.
Wait, well, have you ever watched Cloud Atlas?
No, I don't think so.
Oh man, that's okay. So this is okay. Movies for Corey. I'm making this right now.
Don't make the list on Discord. Make it in on your phone on a note or something. And then just tell me. So that way, because if we talk on Discord, it's gonna go away.
We don't talk on Discord like that.
We don't, but okay, fine. I like how. Oh wow, okay. Okay. All right, so we ready to do the outro? Let's do the outro.
So, how do we have one?
Yeah. What do you mean?
What's the outro?
You say Black Lives Matter, and then I say Black Lives Always Matter, and then we go on from there.
It's not like a thing. That's true, everybody.
Yeah.
I thought, well, do you want that to be like?
I'm pretty satisfied with it. Keep reminding the people, of course.
I appreciate it. Okay, well, just to let you know, Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Always Matter.
Fuck the police. All cops are bastards. I don't give a shit if your cousin, your daddy, your mom, your granny, your sister. Oh, they're police and they're okay. They're not. Because all the police that are okay have been fired because they've been going against what the police are doing right
now. We started off and then you kind of went in real quick, so it's all right.
Just to let them know.
Yeah,
I don't want to say that thing. They were like, "Oh, except mine, yours too." Anyway,
come on, I gotta put deodorant on. I gotta leave.
Put deodorant on when you wake up, Corey, so you can smell good all day.
I had a shower and I forgot. You ever just forget one good time?
Yeah.
See?
And I always hate myself for it.
I took off my shirt because I'm like, nope, I'm not ruining the shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, because bodies are fucking weird.
They stink.
Anyway, yeah, my friend was calling me too. So
back at it again.
See what
round 2
going on with that. Oh fuck me.
So yeah, what else? This has been.
Make sure you follow me on Trace Amount on Instagram. That's Trace TraceUmount, and that's all one word. Trace Mount.
And you can find me at Ramen Body Wash.
I thought you was gonna put it in the stream on the podcast thing. You're like, we ain't gotta say it to them.
It's in the description.
No, we don't want to hear that.
It's in the description. It's fine. I'll handle it. Just give me a minute. Like, come on, man.
No, I know it's in the description because you told me. Because I was trying to tell them mine. You're like, you ain't gotta tell them, RJ.
I get it.
We don't want to hear yours, Corey.
You ain't gotta bust my balls. Why you gotta bust my
I'm
balls?
busting all of them.
Why you gotta bust my balls, Rick? I'll just follow the lead. What are you doing here?
All 3 of them.
All 3.
Yeah. Just to let y'all know, he got 3 balls.
Did you know that? Did you know that pee was stored in the balls?
Did you know that you have 3 balls.
Good night,